Melvin, he just reminds us how special we are and that we can do anything we want. He helps us cross the barriers, he helps us cross the fears, just moving on to the next level that we need to go to in our life. And whatever needs to be cut out, to get cut out. And as far as my marriage, it's on track. We're more in love than we have ever been. We're more together than we have ever been. We use the tools on a day-to-day basis.
I like to say that Melvin is a coach's coach. You know, you want someone who knows how not to let you get away with anything, knows how to support you, know how to be authentic and still care about you and what it is that you're going through in your life, but at the same time, make sure that you stay on top of things and move forward. I feel as a coach, he is someone that listens and hears what it is you're trying to say, even when you're not saying it, and therefore can direct you through your inner voice and through his outer voice to help guide you in the right direction. I feel that working with him as a coach, I have grown leaps and bounds. I've been able to stay on point with things that I want to do in my life, and it's made a huge, huge difference. Huge.
And what I love about Melvin as a coach is that he has this extraordinary blend of insight and laser ability to see right through everything and brings so much love and is such an unbelievable stand for my greatness and everyone that he works with. And I have the unique privilege of having worked with a lot of coaches and seen a lot of people that work with others to help them grow and develop in their potential. And I don't know anyone else, I really believe that I don't know anyone else who's as loving, as direct, as like in your face with so much love that even when you can't stand it, there's something that makes you want a little more. Because you know that if he believes it and sees it, and this is my experience, when I know that Melvin sees me and believes in me, then I believe in myself beyond what I could imagine. And so coaching with Melvin has expanded me, has just stretched me way beyond what I could ever imagine. And I love the person that I am when I'm with Melvin and who I get to become when coaching with Melvin.
Coaching from her is fantastic. And then Melvin, he has kind of like this laser beam kind of thing where he sits back and he thinks about stuff, and then he just kind of goes in and says, does that really work for you? And you stop to think about it and you're like, does it? And so it's good. It's good having them both those kinds of
abilities. You know, you're an amazing woman.
Okay. I'm Lisa Haysha. I'm a world traveler. I love adventure. Adventure is what drives me. I'm a writer, an artist, a mom, a very new mom, and I'm a wife in a very unconventional relationship. I make the rules. Right. And I'm very happy that he's created this one-year program for women. The Ultimate Woman is incredible. First of all, I've experienced myself as a soul blazer teaching these type of courses and seminars and workshops, and I've seen the growth. But what Melvin has created is something specifically for women, and specifically for those women who want to grow in every area of their life, which is very unique because he just doesn't have you in the classroom. He also takes you out into the world. So it is, I think, one of a kind. I've never heard of anything like it. So you
ask this.
Okay.
I mean, but see, I don't count them as like failures, the relationships, because I think it's good not to look at it in the sense of my last relationship was a failure, because they're all positive if you come out of it and you learn something, right?
Right.
If you take something out of the relationship, then it's not a failure, is it? It's just kind of a stepping stone to the next progression, to the next woman, and maybe a little bit less, you know.
Yeah, okay, well, put it this way.
Problematic.
Put it this way. Just to make sure that you realize the complexity of relationships, no one taught us how to do relationships.
This is true.
We didn't learn it in grammar school, we didn't learn it in high school, we didn't learn it in college. Most of us come from families where we had poor role models to begin with. We had poor role models on television, we had poor role models in our community, so we really never really had a foundation to really come from saying, I know what relationships are about. So relationships are trial and error. So when you do trial and error, you know, you make a lot of mistakes.
I would say about Melvin as a coach is that I think he's amazing. I think he has helped me make a lot of breakthroughs in who I am as a person, and inspiring me to do the things that I need to do for myself. Melvin definitely confronts my fears and challenges me in my decisions and helps me realize why I do some of the things that I do, and helps guide me, and which I think is amazing because I'm very hard-headed, and I'm enjoying the adventure of rediscovery. And this
was really one of the most significant experiences that I had, because I was able to finally identify, oh, this is why my relationships in the past haven't worked, because I need X and I was getting Y and it just wasn't connecting. And once I really got clear on what it is that I individually needed and wanted in a relationship, everything lined up. So when I was doing this first weekend with them, I really got to see out of those qualities that came forward of what I really wanted in a relationship. I could look at my marriage, and I could look at past relationships that hadn't worked out, and I could see that's why it didn't work out, because we wanted different things. We valued different things, and maybe there was some overlap. There's always going to be overlap, or you know, I just figured I wouldn't be together with them in the first place. But there were some very important issues that we just diverged. And at that point, it was so easy to just let go and just forgive and just say, okay, I don't need to beat myself up for not being able to make my marriage work. It wasn't destined to work because I hadn't been clear enough, and my ex-husband hadn't been clear enough going in to really know what we wanted and needed. And so we tried to make each other fit into. And I think
Hi, I'm Sylvia. Before I met Melvin, I could not be vulnerable with anybody. I rarely if ever cried, always had to show my tough side, didn't love myself, didn't feel I was beautiful, extremely uptight, frustrated with my life, with my dating life, with everything in my life. Over the course of time, I've learned to love myself, think I'm the hottest person on earth, sexy as hell, and you know, it's okay to be vulnerable. My relationships have improved with my family, with my children, my child, and with men overall. I couldn't even talk to men. Can you believe it? I couldn't even ask a man to dance. Now I have no problem flirting at all, and I cry all the time. Sometimes I can't stop crying. I cry over everything. But you know what? Nobody hurts me now because I'm the driver of my own car, of my own life, and I love it.